Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Cox Communications, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, McLean Financial Group, Communities of Color Network, the Louisiana Campaign for a Tobacco-Free Louisiana, and Jerry Lane Enterprises. Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Of course, we come to you for our last show of the 2014 season, and we're coming to you from the End Zone, Daiquiris and Bar, located at 6224 Plank Road. Of course, come up when you get a chance and patronize our host, the End Zone. Coach, first, a huge congratulations on a great season for the Jaguars. SWAC Championship came up a little short on the scoreboard, 38-24, and the Alcorn Braves seemed like they kept our defense on the field a little bit longer than we really wanted to in that game.
Well, I think it came down to third down. I think they were 7-16 on third down, and we were 3-13. You know, I think they punted 7 times, and we blocked 2 punts and had an interception. That's 10 possessions in a football game where you got to score some points, and we didn't do that. You know, they held us to 10 points offensively, and, you know, it's tough when you're playing against an offense like Alcorn State's that you got to put points on the board. But overall, I thought we gave a great effort. We gave ourselves a chance to at least have a chance to win the football game.
Coach, it was an entertaining game. The fans definitely got their money's worth as the teams traded scores, actually got tied up there in the second half. But one of the things that I noticed all season, we seemed to get that momentum breaker that moved things our way. Even with 2 blocked punts, a punt return for a touchdown, that momentum never came our way.
Well, I thought we had the momentum coming out in the second half. You know, you was down and you erased that deficit real quick. You tied the game. You got to stop on defense. And right then and there, you was looking for that opportunity for the offense to put points on the board and really put pressure on them. And we ended up punting the ball back to them, and which led to no points on that drive. So once you get that momentum, you got to keep it. And the only way you keep it is by putting points on the board offensively and getting stops defensively.
Again, 2014 SWAC Championship, awfully entertaining game. Let's look at the first half highlights, Coach, and take the viewers through what transpired. Kickoff, Coach, your kickoff team was ready. You know, one of the things I know is special teams came to play for you on this day.
Well, exactly, and that's really been, you know, they've been the strength of our football team. You know, Greg Pickman, they're showing up, and right there you see John Gibbs getting a big run.
Coach, Gibbs used his feet to a lot of success against us. Do you think the kid has a chance to play on Sunday?
Well, I mean, he's definitely one of the better quarterbacks in our conference, and he has the numbers, and if you look at it, he definitely has some opportunities come his way.
There you see the Braves on the move, and they get on the board first. One of the things I noticed about Gibbs, Coach, you know, first game he seemed to be more accurate than he was this game. This game, he seemed to not be as accurate, but he definitely used his feet more against us.
Well, our job was we were going to make him beat us, and we did a great job of corralling him once we figured out what they were doing. And, you know, they didn't have the big game running the ball like they had in the past, and we did a good job of keeping him in front of us.
Well, there you see the Braves getting up on us 14-0, start the game. Here we are on special teams. We caught a break, Coach. The ball hit the Alcorn player's heel, and we recovered it. We looked at that a couple of times in the press box, and you really couldn't tell, but it did hit the kid's heel.
Well, I think it's all about how they call it on the field. If they said it touched him on the field, it has to be evidence that says that it didn't touch him.
Young man Leonard Tillery doing what he does best, running very hard, getting us close. Unfortunately, we don't score. I think right there we get a field goal, make the score 14-3. There's the defense shutting Gibbs down right there. But unfortunately, we got a penalty on this play, Coach.
Well, yeah, it's third down, you're off the field, and you're really changing the momentum of the game, and they ended up scoring on that drive. And you just got to be smarter when you got the quarterback wrapped up.
Braves up 21-3 at this juncture. We're trying to drive the ball, make something happen. It's Crockett running the ball. We ultimately punt. There he is, Mr. Excitement. Coach, this young man gives, he's probably the smallest guy, but he gives the biggest effort night in and night out. Mr. Willie Quinn.
Well, he's just probably one of the better football players in the country. And he stay healthy. Got to have a great offseason in the weight room and be able to take some of that blow, but he's definitely one of the better players in the country.
That was a great effort by Martin, getting a deflection on Gibbs. Alcorn continues to drive. The Dog Day D stands stout. They ultimately score. That was right before the half. Coach, 24-10 at the half. Again, very winnable game, even at this juncture. Don't you agree?
Well, exactly. You're just a few plays away from it being tied, and you've been in the lead, and we came out in the second half. I think that's a true testament of our football team. They go fight to the end, and you got a chance to really see that live in that SWAC Championship game.
When we come back, we'll look at the second half of the 2014 SWAC Championship on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
This could be your year with the Saints scratch-off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints 2015 season prize package, which includes a VIP tour of the Saints practice facility to watch the team practice and 4 Saints 2015 season tickets with pre-game field passes.
If you want to win, you got to play.
Make this your year with the Saints scratch-off from the lottery.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Champions know adversity. It's coded in their DNA. But when that defining moment arises, champions embrace adversity, then seek to conquer it. We are Jaguars.
Scholars.
warriors.
Family. Champions.
And this is Southern.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, we're down 24-10 at the half, and we come out of half, and we score 2 quick touchdowns to tie it up. Let us in on what you told the team at half to get them so amped up for them to come back out and play with such a spark.
There is just 30 minutes left in the football game, and you got to go out and you got to compete, and you know you got to make your own breaks. And they did a great job of coming out of the tunnel and ready to play that second half.
Coach, the Alcorn quarterback Gibbs, we talked about him a little bit in the first segment, didn't seem to be accurate. In hindsight, do you think we should have stacked the box or shadowed him to kind of stop his use of his feet some?
Well, I think when you look at it, if you look at the 2 runs that he had that contributed to a lot of their yards, he really didn't have any running plays in the second half. They really didn't have many rushing yards in the second half. I think they rushed for 242 in the game, and I think 100 and maybe 65 came in the first half. So we did a great job of containing the run and stopping it in the second half and really giving the football team a chance to win the game.
Offensive, defensive line, coach, from the press box, their line seemed to be stronger than us. Would that be an accurate assessment from what you saw, or was it just the game played out the way it played out?
Well, no, I think their offensive line is big, and you know they're very aggressive. But when you look at it, it's a tale of 2 games. I think the first game they rushed for 410 yards against us, and The running backs did it. This game they had 242 yards rushing, and I think about 134 or so came from the quarterback. So we made some adjustments and put ourselves in position defensively. Offensively, it was their second level guys making the plays. Their D-line really didn't make a whole lot of plays, but their linebacker core was able to find some cracks in and make some plays and tackles for losses.
Let's jump into the second half highlights and show the folks what transpired on Saturday night. Coach, again, we came out hot, and again, this is what we expect from the Jaguars, to come out and make some plays to really, put the Jaguars up, and sure enough, we came out and scored two quick touchdowns. Great play right here by Leonard Tillery, catching the ball, then using his feet to dance along the sidelines for a big 40-yard gainer.
Well, exactly. Offense was clicking on all cylinders, a nice polished drive. That's what you want to do in the second half, and that's why we defer the ball a lot.
You saw Mike Jones catching the ball, and then ultimately you see us taking it in for 7. Pittman making the extra point at this juncture. It's 24-17. Again, Coach, I was really, really impressed with the effort the special teams gave you all year long. Those guys played like crazed dogs on special teams and really got after their opponents.
Well, it's a key component of the game, and that we feeds off that momentum, and you're starting to see that momentum swing a little bit.
Here the Braves are on the move again. Good coverage there. Guy catches the ball but doesn't get a first down. Huge block right here, Coach, by Caesar, and was that Martin that took it in for the touchdown?
Dennis Craig.
Dennis Craig took it in for the touchdown to tie the ball game up 24-24. Here we are on defense, and Coach, the defense lifted themselves at this point, and then we got a penalty on this drive that we didn't show. We got a penalty that actually saved them. We had a 3rd down and long situation, and a penalty actually contributed them to getting that continuation of that drive, which ultimately led to them scoring.
Well, exactly. And you see right here, that's Gibbs pulling the football, and this guy's corralling and making a great play. This right here is a blown coverage. One of the guys supposed to be covered, one of the true freshmen came on the pressure, supposed to be covered, and you get those things. And like I told him after the play, I said that was a call where you're supposed to be covering, and guess what? He got a lot of football to play, and I look for some exciting things from that young man in the future.
Here we are again, good coverage on the kickoff team. That was the hit of the game right there. Deontay McDuffie totally running through Gibbs. I bet you Gibbs saw some canary birds and stars and other stuff, Coach. He really destroyed that young man. Here's Willie Quinn, Coach. First time I've seen him get hurt in 2 years. He got shoulder stinger right there.
Well, exactly, but Willie bounced right back. 4th down and 1 right here. You didn't get it, and it leads to them getting the ball and eventually going ahead and winning the game. But that's what happened when teams want to run their quarterback. It's okay to us. We got some safeties and some players that'll put that rod there on them. And you see it took a toll on Gibbs in the second half. I really thought those defensive guys were getting out of them. We got a chance right here to move the ball down the field. Offense is clicking again. We still in the ball game. Got a chance to put points on the board.
Willie Quinn doing his thing with his feet. He's so exciting to watch. Howard making a very smart pull down using his feet for about a 7-yard gainer. Here, Leonard Tillery, so dependable, trying to stretch for that goal line, Coach, and got the ball knocked out. Pretty much the ball game. We lose 38-24. Great season by the Jaguars. Great season again, Coach. When we come back, we'll talk about the players of the week. So stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Dawson Odums.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
Where's my shirt? You know, there is such a thing as too many choices. Like, say with shampoo, for example. I mean, I need clean hair, but I don't need 30 yards of choices. Ready to go? I look for something I can trust. With health insurance, same thing. I go for Blue Cross. You could wade through that .gov site, or you can do what I did and keep it simple.
For self-service or free help from a Blue Cross agent, go to bcbsla.com.
I'm driving all day long, so I need a car that I can rely on in a dealership I can trust.
And that's Jerry Lane.
It's always been Jerry.
Their customer service
is outstanding.
Get in the lane, get in the lane, get in the lane.
Jerry Lane keeps me and my family rolling.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Of course, we came to you each week from the end zone, Daiquiris and Bar, located at 6224 Plank Road. Come by and patronize Susan Shields and her crew and show them some love. Coach, at this time every show we talk about our Cox Players of the Week. Who were the Cox Players of the Week for the SWAC Championship game?
Well, offensively, a young man that I thought really played well the whole game, especially with pass protection. Two senior offensive linemen did an outstanding job, Zach Brown and Dwayne Houston. And defensively, DeAndre Woodland played probably the best game he's played since he's been there, did an outstanding job on defense. It goes to DeAndre Woodland. Special teams, we probably had the best snapper in the SWAC this year. Ohene Okuaku did an outstanding job on field goal snaps and punt, and probably one of the leading tackles on special teams. So those are our Cox Players of the Week.
Congratulations to those Cox Players of the Week. Coach, after the game, Joe and I caught up with the hard-hitting Deontay McDuffie, and Joe filed this report.
That's right, Todd. We're here at the SWAC Championship right here in Houston. Didn't wind up the way we wanted it for our Jaguars, but we're here with one of our defensive standouts of the year, Deontay McDuffie. Now, Deontay, how did it feel being at this game, at this magnitude on this stage?
Well, tonight was a great atmosphere. You know, we came in with the mindset of the dominating, but you know, today didn't end up the way we wanted to.
Indeed it didn't. We looked great at the Classic, came out here a little flat. But here's the question. Is the Alcorn quarterback as advertised?
He's a great athlete. You know, we had a little trouble trying to contain him. We got a little thing fixed at towards the end, but today just wasn't our day.
Well, I can say we came back in the second half, set the place on fire, fell a little short. You'll be back next year. Do you have anything to say to the Jaguar Nation?
Well, next year we're going to try to make it. We're going to try to go all the way for y'all guys.
Well, you heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Deontay. Looking forward to that young man returning for his senior campaign. Coach, wrap up 2014 SWAC Championship. Anything in hindsight you would have done differently in that game scheme-wise?
Well, no, I thought we, offensive and defensive, we had the right approach in special teams, too. We just didn't capitalize. You know, we had the ball several times in the red zone. We didn't get any points. We had a chance to swing the momentum, and we didn't capitalize. And that's really what it comes down to when two good teams are playing. The one that can execute at a high level is usually the one that's going to win the football game. And Alcorn State had a great year. They had a great football team. They deserve to celebrate. And, you know, we look forward to next year getting our football team prepared to see if we can't be in the hunt again.
When we come back, we'll look back at 2014 a little bit and, of course, look forward to 2015. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
Five times, 10 times, 20 times, 50 times the cash. Get yours today from the Louisiana Lottery. Multiply your play.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
twice as fast. We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, let's run down 2014. Looking back to August, the team held so much promise. We had 3 deep at QB with Short set to start. We were 4 to 5 deep at running back with Tillery, our 1,200-yard man, 4th on the depth chart. We were probably 7-8 deep at wide receiver with 3 guys I thought have a chance to play on Sunday. Then your secondary was solid. Linebacker core had some question marks. Offensive line had some question marks. D-line had Miley, Eccles, and Tiller as anchors. They were not deep, but they were strong and had experience. Then reality set in and things that you, the head ball coach, can't control, like certification gate and injuries. Did you think when you started this season and then where you came out, that you would have come out where you came out?
Well, you know, I thought going into fall camp, we had a good football team on paper. Had a lot of experienced guys coming back, and we had filled some holes in recruiting. And then we was delivered a blow. But we're about the next guy stepping up and making a play, man. You can only control the things that you can, and that's what we try to worry about. And the things that we cannot control, we don't worry about. And try to put a good team on the field that represents Southern very well. It's tough to juggle the different distractions that we had at the beginning of the season and get guys to go out there and compete every game. And it takes a lot. You know, I take my hat off to those assistant coaches and to those players for staying together, believing in the process, and understanding that we just got to stay the course and put a product out there that gives us a chance to win.
Well, Coach, you know, again, congrats on a super successful 2014 campaign, almost winning the SWAC Championship 2 years in a row, and there's nothing to be ashamed about this year. Coach, looking forward, 2015, this team comes back with a lot of talent. Offensive line, you know, we lose Allen and some of his leadership, but some of those guys, especially guys that were playing early because of injuries and certification gate, they're back. Linebacker, secondary, D-line. Coach, you know, the 3 quarterbacks are back. The running backs are back. Most of the receivers are back. 2015, how does Dawson Odums go out and recruit knowing that you got guys that are stacked and you're not going to have but one ball to go around? So how do you get guys to commit to Southern knowing that, you know what, a lot of these guys coming back and they're good?
Well, this next class is a big senior class for us. You know, we have a lot of juniors in this class that'll be rising seniors, and we got some seniors sitting out that'll be back. You know, we pick up some guys, like you said, that are out. We look forward to putting the team together. Once we get back in January, we'll get on that grind of putting it together and starting some success going down the stretch. But we're excited about these guys coming back, and we think we could put a good football team together that gives us hopefully an opportunity in 2015 to chase that trophy again.
recruitment, Coach, what are those key pieces that we need?
Well, I think we're going to look at some offensive linemen, some defensive linemen. We'll look at linebackers, safeties, and cornerbacks. And I really think that we're going to be okay. We understand what we're doing. We understand how we're doing it. We understand what it takes to win. This is a league that spreads you out. Teams don't just come at you and run the football. So you got to have linemen that can run, and that's really what it's all about. You got to be able to chase down receivers on the perimeter, running backs on the perimeter, and I think we're going to have a good enough football team to do that. So once we fit in these pieces to this puzzle that we're missing, we look for great things in 2015.
There you have it from the coach. We're going to be good next year. Come back as we close out this year's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
Time to get covered, Louisiana. And Blue Cross has a plan in every parish, every zip code.
No matter where you are, you're covered through and through. We got a blue for you.
We're covered. We're covered.
Call your Blue Cross agent or go to bcbsla.com and get covered too.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the last Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums of the 2014 season. As we always do this time of year, we've got to thank our sponsors, Coach. Those are the people who make this show happen. And, of course, we ask our Jaguar Nation viewers to go out and patronize those people so they keep us on the air. Coke, Louisiana Lottery, Cox Communications, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Blue Cross, McLean Financial, Communities of Color Network for tobacco-free living, and, of course, Jerry Lane Enterprises. Go out and support those folks. We also want to thank all the folks who come out every week and Susan Shields and the folks at the End Zone. And thank you for watching.